land. What's up with my good people, man? Few of y'all in here. I was gonna do this as a video, but I was lazy. Westside Media, my dog. What it do, bro? Shout out everybody in the building. Shout out Gangland Mickey, my brother. Shout out High Power, Drea the Virgo, hardest working woman on YouTube, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the mop in this motherfucker. Gunner, I see you. What it do, Lucci, my dog. Billy Mack, what it do? Yeah, man, I was gonna make this a video, and then I was just like, man, the duration of the content was just too long, and I don't, you know what I mean? I leave that other shit, the point in shooting them, you know what I mean? Leave that to them. I'm gonna just stop and go. Lazy, or whatever they like to say. What's up with y'all though, man? I hope y'all Wednesday morning going good. You feel me? Shout out my dog Gangland Gam. You hear me? Y'all go sub up to bro channel expeditiously and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog right there. But yeah, man, I hope y'all Wednesday going solid. My shit solid. You been having some dope ass streams. That's tight, bro. That's what's up. That's tight. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get back to the news next week on Monday and shit. You know, different things was happening and all this. But that's what's up. I'm glad you feel that way. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go head on and just make this sharp response shit just alive. You feel me? Shout out to the chat though. If you're new to the channel, sub up. If you've been in here kicking it, smash them likes. 80 of y'all in here and 15 likes is despicable. You know what I'm saying? So get them likes going crazy. Snaps on the 40 are welcome. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be scared to send those snaps on that 40. You know what I'm talking about? Straight like that. But Billy Mack said feeling under the weather. Damn, hope you feel better, gang. Hope you feel better. That shit sucks. I sent my kid to school sick today. You got to go, nigga. No, I'm just playing. But I did. You feel me? Sometimes it's like that. But yeah, man, I hope you feel better, my boy. I hope you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Yeah, good shit. Shout out my cousin, bro. High power mod, so she don't be modding, right? But she be modding when it's time to mod, boy. Yes, ma'am. That is the top dog. Don't ever get it fucked up. You hear me? Is that a typo in the thumbnail? It might be. Yeah, it is. That is. Boom. That is a typo in the thumbnail. Shout out Hubby Neutral. Who said that? Is that a typo in the thumbnail? Who said that? Shout out Big Bick, man. Yeah, that's a typo. Attention to detail. Shout out you, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had their coffee this morning. Thanks, G. It does. So yeah, man, that shit sucks, man. Get better soon, for real. I know how that be. I got a kid. Shout out Q-Dub in the building. But we gonna get straight to Sharp. I heard a little bit of this, and that's why I was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna just do it up. He say some real shit. You feel me? Mob, what it do? Shout out Baton Rouge in the building. I like that. I like that. Mean Green Ganja King, what that shit do, fool? Fire Fed. A little something, man. A little something. He can't read or write, y'all. Cigarettes in the chat for Sharp. Facts. Cigarettes in the chat for my man Sharp. He's going up, though. On behalf of Bricc Baby, if you ask me, because, again, this is just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the video that I dropped. I think it was yesterday. Where Kiwi Head was talking about how, you know, he gave Bricc a total of $8,000 and he don't want to give him no more money or some shit. That's that, you know. And Sharp like, nigga, you be playing with niggas' money, you heard? Fuck out of here, you heard? But we gonna get this started. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to the best chat on YouTube. I'm gonna change that too, I guess. I'm going to change the thumbnail. I'll do that while this plays. I'm going to let this play a little bit. I'm going to change that thumbnail. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Shout out to the chat. The chat on the screen.
Yeah, give a fuck who don't like me. You gonna love me in the end, baby. I'm one of your favorites. That's why you come through. Now, I've been hearing a lot of drag, homie. When this shit come, man, 13 hours ago. You know it gets sent to me once my name gets brought up. You know, I've been nothing but cool. And like when I kind of heard a little bit about what was being said, I was like, damn, all I did was just keep it real. Why I gotta get called broke and fucked up and judged by another man calling me ugly? What's wrong with people?
Another man calling
What do we
ugly.
really have going on, homie? Is this us really playing the dozens, or is this like some fucked up way to still try to trigger situations? What's really going on? I seen this shit with you know,
Buddy.
the boy.
With Buddy.
What's your real malfunction with me, dog? I really want to know, cause you got a lot.
Papa Roo, what that shit do? Shout out to everybody entering the chat right now. Appreciate y'all being in here. If you just pulled up, we're about to watch The Sharpster crash on Kiwi Head. On behalf of Bricc Baby, shout out to the chat, man. Continue to get them likes up for me.
Hate for me. And I'm the nigga that you made the most money with. So like, what's your real problem, homie? Like, what are you really on? Yeah, we need to go ahead and we need to hear this, homie.
So why do so many
Let's see
homes
what
in
it
Clark
is.
County need a flooring replacement?
None of us do.
It's been long dormant, ignored, turned my back on it, to be totally honest. But solo content, I'm gonna be real.
Bro, solo content, you never did that. Would you start watching me or something? What is it? What is it, gang? Tonight, I'm about to dissect your white ass. You need to really hear about how you was really acting in this video, dog.
He's about to dissect your white ass. I've never heard Sharp speak in this manner. I never heard of it, y'all. Pay attention. Pay attention. And somebody said, you stand over women. Yeah, we all know what Sharp do, but this ain't that. This ain't that. Oh, Pidgeotto Perm is on Kiwi Head's top. You understand me? On behalf of Brictavius, pay attention.
Content, you never did that. Would you start watching me or something? What is it? What is it, gang? Tonight, I'm about to dissect your white ass. You need to really hear about how you was really acting in this video, dog. You seem scared, you seem nervous, and you don't know what direction you want to go in next. Nigga, all you had to do was just really listen to me about what I had going on for me. Fuck anybody else. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But you don't know how to listen to people, dog. You just listen to yourself. You about to get ready to bullshit us for the next 14 minutes and 28 seconds. But I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what it is.
Done it in a long time, but I feel like I got something to say. I don't always want to wait for the podcast. I don't always want Lush breathing down my neck, getting in the way of my topics. Shout out to Lush. But today, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Bricc Baby, I'm coming for you. So let me explain. I was in Turks and Caicos for approximately 1 week, and it came down the pipe while I was out there. Pause. That Bricc Baby had some choice words for the 22 snare. Today, we're going to be reacting.
Sharp told him, I'm about to get on your white ass. What you talking about, nigga? I'm gonna get on your white ass. That's crazy.
To those words. So let's get right into it.
Hey, what's that big old deal, man? It's just Bricc, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there, vacation, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kid, man. You already know we still keeping it strong, nigga, though.
Hey, he don't got the Pidgeotto perm, though, y'all? I'm just saying, he don't got the Pidgeotto perm, though? Y'all niggas know what he got. It look like he need to get it. He need to get his shape back. He need to get his shape back or something. He letting the sides grow off. It's turning into something else. But y'all know what it. Y'all know what it do. Stop playing, man. Shout out to Pidgeotto perm. Y'all know what that shit do. Stop playing with me. On my mama phone, stop playing with me. On my mama phone, stop playing with me.
Okay, so if you didn't catch it, this is a thinly veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up, but let's talk about Bricc Baby. And
That's cool, but why is that a shot? Nigga just saying, bro, niggas is in the feds. You know, while your feet kicked up, there's some niggas that's feet that are kicked down that you rock with.
He's just saying, while your feet are kicked up, there's some niggas whose feet are kicked down. Golly. Ashe, ashe. That nigga cold, boy. That's some of that ism, bitch. You got your feet kicked up, and some niggas got their feet kicked down. The fuck? You don't understand, nigga? Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. I need y'all to continue to get them likes up for me. You feel me? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And all that. You know what I mean? Shout out Gvnglvnd Niem in the building. High power mod. Show her love and respect in this motherfucker. You understands me? And I want to say this too. Shout out to Sharp's plaque, right? Because he has one. I was listening to this, and I'm peeping. I'm like, hold on. My boy's sitting right there. He got the plaque right there on the. Wow. Because his subscribers are legitimate. Say what you want about him. Pimp, pimp, hooray. Yeah, I know. I do the same. I'm letting you know this. That plaque isn't moissanite. That's a real plaque. Big Mama, where is your plaque? That's what we want to know. Let's continue.
Understand the lingo. You've been interviewing street niggas for forever, right? You should know the lingo. Nigga, your feet kicked up, but his feet's kicked down. Mind you, this is your partner, bro. This is your people. I mean...
the financial side of my relationship with the Bricc, not the trick. When Bricc Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Whack100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. I knew that he had potential. I knew that I could take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcast.
How long ago was this? We talking about where he's at right now. I hate when, like, bro, you cannot sit there and hold somebody accountable to where they're at now versus when you feel like, oh, well, I shot him something before, you know, and whether it was true or not, whether he was in jail or not, I still shot the bread, and that shit should fall in some type of notoriety. Nah, man. Come on, dog.
Talk to them niggas.
This proves to me already this is not where you're supposed to be, bro. Just be cool with niggas. You better off just doing that. Just being cool with people, bro.
Hey, Sharp Chain bussin'. That ass crown bussin'. I don't care what y'all niggas got to say. Them is diamonds. Not like my brother's moissanite teeth. Them is real diamonds. Shout out to the chat. The best chat on YouTube, hands down. Like the video, you understand me? Share the video, all that. You know what I mean? And send snaps on that 40. You understand me? He got the water. Stop playing with that man. Stop playing with that man. Shout out Showface News in the building. That's my dog. Showfeezy, Fosheezy. You know what I mean? Shout out my Aki Lifted. I don't know if that's really you, but shout out to you, nigga. A lot of weird shit been going on. I don't know. Well, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My nigga Drain this bitch. Trainwreck, what it do? All my good people. Shout out my nigga ODM Slim, the Slim Reaper in this bitch. You feel me? All my good mods in here, man. Gangland Duda, the Prince of Peace. My nigga Ike, Meg in here. What it do? My good people, man. My good people. Good to see y'all in here. We are watching Sharp crash out on Kiwi Head. On behalf of Brictavius, he said niggas ain't trying to pay Brictavius the money that he's owed. All kinds of shit. It's me, bro. All right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be weird shit going on. Lift it. I don't know, nigga. Blink twice, motherfucker. But shout out Destiny Luna in the building. Son, what it do? You feel me? The best chat on YouTube. All right, let's get back to this. Showstopper, what that shit do, fool? My good people, man. I love that. Hold up. Hold up. Lauren in the building. Salute. Well, shout out my people one time, man. Papa Rue, what that shit do, gang? I don't know if I said what's up already. LaShawn Irwin, what that shit do? All right, let's get back to Sharpie crashing out.
Y'all know I'm telling the real. You don't gotta do this. He set himself up for failure every time.
Being
Every time.
if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space, which is exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years. Never asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So
you're a hater, Mickey. Them is not VVs what you having. His is VVs. You see how them things dancing? Them is VVs, gang. You not having VVs. Brother, you're my brother. I know you. Them ain't VVs.
from my perspective, you know, I was just like, okay, whatever. This is part of doing business. I gave him the $5K. I'm not going to bring it up again. And
so it was 2 years. And I don't even like to pinpoint this because the only reason I'm on this because you brought my name up, dog. And you was really saying some little weird shit, acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. Nigga, I talked to his baby mama only a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Only a couple times and just figuring out what's going on. I just want to know what's going on with bros. She letting me know, homie, and she's letting me know that they weren't trying to really release the last little piece of his salary. I mean, fuck, just do that. Nobody's saying you gotta go and pay $20,000, $30,000 for a nigga's fucking lawyer or any of that shit. That's not even where we're at, bro. But just give the nigga the, hey, it's gonna go to his family, bro. He had other obligations before he went into jail. And last time, nigga, I checked, he was on your shit, fucking with you the entire time. At least get a nigga the rest of his salary, bro. That's all I was saying.
And if he is owed salary, niggas should give him the rest of that salary. This is what I want to say, too, for the record. I don't think that Kiwi Head owes him anything, right? We talk about like just being a good person and shit like that, right? I think about all the biggest moments of No Jumper, you know what I mean? They really come from Brictavious, or they spawn from beefs of Brictavious, or you know what I mean? That's where these moments and shit come from. So I would just feel like, yo, that's your prize horse. That's the way I look at this. It's your prize horse. Why wouldn't you want to make sure they straight? It's just like the record labels. When the record labels know they got that artist where shit, this nigga get money, yo, they gonna take care of them court fees and shit. Facts. And that's not every artist, but them artists that's they getting that back, they gonna take care of them fees. And I think that's what everybody kind of feel. You know what I mean? Because niggas like, he don't owe. I did a reaction to what he's reacting to or whatever. And niggas was like, he doesn't owe him anything. Like, you're crazy. I don't think he owes him anything. But it's just like, wouldn't you think it would behoove you to, you know, help as much as you could with whatever bro got going on? And then this another thing too, right? This another thing too. You continue to make content on bro while he's in federal custody, and you don't think that is worth anything? I see what them clips be having. Niggas do YouTube. Niggas know what these numbers is. You feel me? Like, bro, you talking about him and making him content even though he locked up in the feds. Like, come on, bro. Garbito. But shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Shout out Retired Troll in the building. What that shit do? Shout out Wavelength Gaming. Shout out my cousin in this small. Continue to get them likes up. We at 93. That's cool, but I want to get like 200 in here. It's 330 of y'all. And I need snaps on the floaty. Speaking of, shout out my dog Damian Jackson with $9.99 on the 40. He said, what it do, gang? 40 fair. And some good ass vibes out y'all way. Hey, appreciate that, bro. Winston's and ice wine for the mundane. Shout out my dog Damien, man. Always support and appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support and appreciate the snaps on the 40. You feel me? Y'all follow suit and send them snaps. Chip, chip, cheerio, nigga. And get them likes up on the way. But yeah, Sharp busting it down. Let's continue.
That's all I was saying, gang.
That's all I was saying.
Over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Bricc Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship,
Hey, the only reason that you even knew that type of shit was because Bricc Baby knows a lot of rappers. He knows a lot of people. When it comes to Atlanta and just him being plugged in, you knew what you had. You go right now. And I'm not knocking nobody else that go through the city of LA, nothing. But when you go and talk to niggas, this is the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the real. When you go talk to any other nigga that comes from like how Bricc moves, none of them, it don't move outside their neighborhood. Yeah, they might have a little bit of, acoustics to them or might be able to talk about certain things, but they don't leave their neighborhood or jail. They don't. Bricc actually knew other people across country. He was networked with music. He was niched in.
It's a fact.
With certain things, so he was able to make certain phone calls and be like, hey man, what's going on with this? Adam liked that shit. You did, bro. Keep that shit a bag. It's cool.
That's a fact. Shout out that plaque. On me. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga Bricc, to me, need to drop a prison poetry album or something because I like all this shit he doing. All that spoken word little shit. I like that shit. I'm gonna just say that. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Shout out to prison poetry, Bricc.
Okay, so if you didn't catch it, this is a thinly veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up. But let's talk about Bricc Baby. And in particular, the financial side of my relationship with
Here it goes.
the Bricc.
Deja vu.
Trick. When Bricc Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly,
Deja
the
vu.
feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Whack100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the...
Shout out Romel Bell with 199 on the 40. He said, what up, Niem in chat? Few snaps on the 40. Appreciate that, gang. Appreciate you. Shout out Romel Bell with them snaps on the 40. Appreciate that, gang. Shout out to the chat, man. The best chat on YouTube. The Fed Poetry Slam. On gang. Bricc nice with that. He's like, yeah, if your feet kicked up and you do the thing, don't worry about nothing. I'm like, damn, smooth ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
That maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. I knew that he had potential. I knew that I could take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcasting space to being one of, if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space.
Well, bro.
Get him.
Let's be honest.
Get him.
Like, and I don't like to, this ain't no knock to other niggas, but you already had somebody ready to take his place. The nigga just can't really stay out of jail. You had somebody ready to take his place, homie. That shit kind of backfired on you. See, Bricc smart. Bricc know how to stand it. He know how to just maneuver, get his dough, and just be chilling. You tried to go get, I don't know what the fuck you tried to do, homie. I don't even get it. I really don't. You did try to replace him. You have replaced him. You had to do it. Listen, homie, you learned that shit when it came to Crip Mac. You know I'm telling the truth, dog. You know it. You learned that shit.
Crip Mac, Bricc Baby, Faux Extra. Like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, just to let y'all know, this should just be content for me. Like, I don't think No Jumper is actually feds or any of that. No, not to, blow it for y'all or anything. But I don't think like niggas is feds or anything. But it's just like, when you just think about the facts at hand. These are three individuals who come from a certain lifestyle, right? And if you ask me, in a way, they was manipulated by Kiwi Head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about C-Mac's situation so much, but the other two for sure. The other two for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild to me. But, let's continue.
Crip Mac, okay, well, his nigga can't stay out of jail. I got to get somebody who can kind of, suffice the situation of what I got going on with the person I had there in the position before. Bruh, you like characters. You've said it. You're going to build new characters all the time. So you always got a game plan just in case that character even if you didn't fall out with him. Hell, you tried to replace me, backfired on you miserably. Miserably, bro.
My boy Sharp be champagne shaded. You hear me?
But I get it. You ain't have to pay that nigga like you had to pay me. So I know you be mad. I get it. I get it.
It's exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years.
Hey, I want to say shout out to Sharp dodging the feds. Straight up. Shout out to Sharp dodging the feds because, hey, who knows what would have been going on? I'm not trying to say nothing on nothing, but who knows what Sharp is into? You know what I'm saying? I even heard during the video I reacted to yesterday, this nigga Kiwi Head like, yeah, you're just a sex guy. You know what I'm saying? Doing trafficking and all that. And I'm just like, bro, whoa. You know what I'm saying? He might have just got the feds' eyes on Sharp with that. The more I think about that, like, why you would say Why you would say that? That's crazy. Almighty's supposed to be in the same line of work. Would you say that about Almighty? Almighty my dog too, but I gotta call a spade, right? Would you say that about Almighty? Sheesh. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Never asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So, from my perspective, you know, I was just like, okay, whatever. This is part of doing business. I gave him the 5K. I'm not going to bring it up again. And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Bricc Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff, basically formed a relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had. The Bricc, not the Trick. When Bricc Baby came on the platform.
This is who runs the DMV.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in...
That shit right there.
Sharp gang. How you don't got premium gang? Come on, dog. That's crazy, dog. Them ads, dog.
It stuns me, homie.
All right, we're back. The Adam22 channel.
I'm going to be honest, right? And I'm going to speed it back up. But it's like he let it be known. Shit, I took that nigga to parties. I fucked with him. I made sure I was rocking with him. All that. I showed him a little bit more than what I showed the other No Jumper hosts. Damn, homie. Bro, that's why I know. Man, this shit all tells a different story, dog.
It don't tell a story no different from any of Kiwi Head's past stories. Let's just be real. I don't know Kiwi Head as a person, so I'm telling you, I don't hate none of these people. I don't hate Kiwi Head. I hate the manner in which he go about conducting, business in our culture. That's what I don't like. You feel me? So I make comments on it, but I don't hate Kiwi Head. But it's like, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new at all, bro. Look at all his past relationships with the host and this, that, and the other. He not getting them locked up, but just look at everything. You got videos. Shout out to all these people who do these videos. You know what I'm saying? Point shoot, just clips. You feel me? What's my other boy's name? Big Chat, Small World. They have this shit documented. You can go back and see each of the relationships from the beginning, bro. They all go sour. Just is what it is when you don't know how to be a good person to people. That's how I feel. Shout out Mr. Monk with 5 on the 40. He said, don't be a mundane. Don't be a mundane, church. Have some theory of self to spread wealth. Hit the like and get us right. My boy got bars on this Wednesday. Shout out Mr. Monk with 5 for the bars. You know what I'm talking about? I'll hate him. Dusty said, I'll hate him for you. Yeah, man, I don't hate, bro. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I said, I hate the way that he does things. Hate is so strong. I don't know the man to hate him. You know what I mean? But that's just me. You feel me? I understand how the content be. Niggas be connected to that shit, you know? But I don't hate none of these people. But shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Hands down. Let's continue, though.
Telling himself every time.
Out of town doing whatever, never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and be ugly, and he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So let's play the Sharp clip.
Pretty much, if he is to get out, or, you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets, they don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign from it. Like,
this is facts.
Be done with it. They don't. The fans do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard.
and I'm gonna be honest with you too. I believe that Sharp probably shouldn't have said that. You feel me? I feel like maybe Brictavius was trying to run his play, right? I feel that he kept that from Kiwi Head and No Jumper purposely. And then you go on live and say that, it's like, you know, the Kiwi Head like, I had no clue about this. Ooh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy work, man.
From that has specified this in any way. Do I have concerns about Bricc Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously. That would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see, and that I don't think the comments.
Why are you pointing it out?
Pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on.
Shout out my cousin with 199 on the 40. She said, y'all should send a super chat. I love my cousin, man. Straight up. My big cousin.
With. But the idea that the feds or the cops have told Bricc that he's no longer allowed to be on No Jumper, this is a Sharp narrative as of this point. Like, I have absolutely no idea if this is a real thing or not. But it does seem kind of odd if this is something that Bricc told Sharp and didn't tell me or anybody else from No Jumper. I mean, keep in mind, Bricc and Sharp have had a weird relationship over the years, because when we fell out with Sharp, Bricc talked hella shit about him on the platform, and then basically continued to be friends with him to some extent, which I always thought was a little strange. But either way, I mean, to me, this is just a completely invented Sharp narrative as far as I know. It's kind of odd that he would know about this and I wouldn't know about this. But let's
No,
keep
it's
going.
not.
You know, to a lot of you dummies, because it went to prove, because everybody was screaming, oh, they're going to be out on Wednesday. No, they're not. I knew it when it came to the bail hearing and how things play like that. They're just giving them that. Now you got to appeal it. And then, to hear, when he was calling, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people, and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding. Why is that? Why aren't you answering Bricc calls?
Wow.
Another cap Sharp narrative. I have not been ducking any phone calls, and keep in mind that his baby mama has been in communication with me, talking to me, telling me what time Bricc was gonna call and everything. But every time that I got on the phone with Bricc, it's been.
I mean, all right. Well, let's really look at it. Hold on.
Now we've got Sharp, who Sharp has never done anything besides sex trafficking.
Shout out Big Sauce in the building, not the little one. You hear me? It's my dog. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the chat, man. The best chat on YouTube. Self-savior, what that shit do, fool? Shout out all my good people in here, man. Your boy Sharp is chopping Kiwi Head up. This just don't look good. Again, even him pointing out, even Kiwi Head doing the video that he did that Sharp's reacting to right now was kind of nasty to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because it's like, bro, he's locked up. You're literally talking to him in this video like if his baby mama don't be calling your jack. Niggas like, how is he supposed to call you? How do you know he don't answer calls? His baby mama is free. She's not in the feds. That's how he do all his networking, through her. Sharp just said, yo, she not getting no answer from gang. You feel me? I tend to believe that. Shady business, Kiwi Head. Shady business. But y'all continue to get them likes up. We at 135. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200 bop. Please and thank you. If you're new to the channel, sub up. You know what I'm saying? I'm online.
Women and be ugly, and he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So
Kiwi Head so petty, he said all he does is traffic women and be ugly. Like, what, bro? That's the best you could get. Just traffics women and be ugly. Like, bro, he's petty as hell, man. That's crazy, though. This is what I be trying to tell people, too. I just think that money make a difference. I feel like K-Dot had a line like that in one of them battle songs and one of them diss records. Like, money don't remove like the lame or the cornball from you. You know what I'm saying? Or the lack of confidence. It just give you false confidence and shit like that. You know what I mean? You supposed to be the richest corn star ever and all the things. And I'm the biggest. And you're like, yeah, you're a trafficker and you're ugly. Like, the fuck? Like, all right. Nah. Like, come on, bruh. Don't you got a daughter, like a little child?
Let's play the shark clip.
Pretty much, if he is to get out, or, you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets.
Money can't buy God. Wallahi. That's crazy. Shout out Sauce. What? That's a bar. Money can't buy God, gang.
They don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign from it, like, be done with it. They don't. The feds do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way. Do I have concerns about Bricc Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously. That would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be.
Hey, look. Sharp genuinely, guys, look. You can't help but laugh, gang. Sharp genuinely gassed right now. Like, yo, this white boy is out of his mind. I know what laugh that is. I know that laugh. Like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, are you kidding me, bruh? We gonna run this back, though, because I want y'all to see this laugh. He like, what? He's like, did he really just say that? Like, yes, Sharpie, he did just say that, nigga. Pay attention.
And I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on point with. But the idea that the feds or the cops have told Bricc that he's no longer allowed to be on No Jumper, this is a sharp narrative as of this point. Like, I have absolutely no idea if this is a real thing or not. But it does seem...
You say this is a sharp narrative. Nigga, I talked to this nigga's baby mama, bro. I'm not over here telling no drag or no type of bullshit, nothing. These were stipulations that were set. She's telling me. I'm not talking to Bricc. I'm talking to his baby mama, homie. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with him. I don't need to be on nobody's phone, no type of extra, nothing. Hey, it's all been reciprocated. Like, it is what it is, dog. Me and you, we're not alike. You're tripping. It's a sharp narrative. I mean, fuck, if you really talk to his baby mama, you know this shit is for real.
See, that's something I'm pretty sure that that Brictavius probably didn't want to tell Kiwi Head that, because he was going to try to probably do whatever he was going to try to do. You get me? Straight up. Because I don't think Sharp is lying about that. Who knows? Y'all know it's just content. I'm just reacting to what Sharp's saying. But Sharp's saying he talked to bro baby mama, and that's what she's saying. Bro can't go back up to No Jumper. And I mean, I don't know how that goes. I've never been in Fed custody or none of that. Like, I don't know how that goes where, like, you know, that's his means of income. That's his source of income right there. So it's like, damn, you telling him he can't go back to his job? It sounds crazy. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy, but I don't think this nigga lying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll say. But shout out to the chat one more again. Continue to get them likes up, man, please. And thank you. But let's continue, y'all. It's the gun in his waist that he had that I didn't see. I didn't see it up there. But he had the gun in his waist, but I didn't see it. Fucking crazy.
Like, what are you talking about, homie?
On game.
Like, what do you really got going on?
kind of odd if this is something that Bricc told Sharp and didn't tell me or anybody else from No Jumper. I mean, keep in mind, Bricc and Sharp have had a weird relationship over the years because when we
no, that's what I know.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way. Do I have concerns about Bricc Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously. That would be kind of interesting.
I just gotta hear this again, dog.
That it would draw into the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on point with. But the idea that the feds or the cops have told Bricc that he's no longer allowed to be on No Jumper, this is a Sharp narrative as of this point. Like, I have absolutely no idea if this is a real thing or not. But
this is what this nigga baby mama told me.
From his baby mama.
This ain't no drag, homie. She don't fuck with the internet. She's not one of them ones, bro. She's not like that to where like she goes and runs to it. No offense, like the loose cannon, nothing, but you see how like this chick, she's trying to play it all. She's not like that. She wasn't built for that, homie. Real talk. Man, that shit's crazy, dog. It's a Sharp narrative. No, my nigga, this is what his baby mama told me.
Facts.
She said a part of his stipulations, if this nigga does get out, he's not allowed to go on No Jumper. And why would he? Because all they're going to want to do is talk about the case, and he's not going to be allowed to talk about that being under, circumstances that are not everybody's problem. It's a little bit different. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Like, what the fuck? A Sharp narrative? Nigga, you don't even know where I got it from. I got it from a source. A real source. His baby mama. Crazy as hell.
it does seem kind of odd if this is something that Bricc told Sharp and didn't tell me.
He didn't tell me.
From No Jumper. I mean, keep in mind, Bricc and Sharp have had a weird relationship over the years because when we fell out with Sharp, Bricc talked hella shit about him on the platform and then basically continued to be friends with him to some extent, which I always thought was a little strange. But either way, I mean, to me, this is just a completely invented Sharp narrative as far as I know. It's kind of odd that he would know about this and I wouldn't know about this. But let's keep going.
You know, to a lot of you dummies, because it went to prove because everybody was screaming, oh, they're going to be out on Wednesday. No, they're not. I knew it when it came to the bail hearing.
I knew.
Play like that. They're just giving them that. Now you got to appeal it. And then, to hear, when he was calling, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people, and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding him. Why is that? Boy, why ain't you answering Bricc calls?
I just want to say one more time, man. Shout out Sharp Plaque, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sharp Plaque. Straight up. Because I'm not a hater. That's dope. Just seeing that sitting right there in front of him, you feel me? I watched him before he had 100K. You know what I mean? That's what you get when you get to 100K. When you get to 100 legitimate subscribers, meaning no bots, no trickery, or none of that. Just real subs. You feel me? Bro did that. And that's fire, bro. I just see it up there. That shit is inspiring. I'm going to just say that for real. Big Mother, where is your plaque?
Another cap.
Okay, well, it really wasn't Bricc calling. It was his baby mama. And when his baby mama was hitting him up or sending texts and, just trying to get the last little residuals that he had sitting around, they went ghost on her. Nigga, this is facts, homie. They went ghost on her. She telling me like, hey, Sharp, I was just trying to, get the last little bit for him because, that's how they survived, man. Bricc was the breadwinner. This nigga is crazy, dog. Like, your narratives don't, like, this shit is insane.
Narrative. I have not been ducking any phone calls, and keep in mind that his baby mama has been in communication with me, talking to me, telling me what time Bricc was gonna call.
What you done sent her?
Like, every time that I got on the phone with Bricc, it's been like 2 or 3 minutes of conversation, and then it gets kicked off because I guess he's only allowed to be on the phone for 10 minutes at a time. Never at any point until I was in Crazy Keiko's, like right before that other video clip came out, did Bricc even utter something that mentioned or inferred that he thought that he should be getting in any way some money from us. So to me, I'm gonna be real with you, I just feel like this is some hoe ass shit. No offense, Bricc, I don't really want to use the hoe word when it comes to you or anything, but how are you gonna be out here communicating shit like this to Sharp and not having the nuts to say it to me? And then it did. So if this is true,
he didn't communicate it to me. Like I said, I talked to his baby mama. I just felt like, and when I spoke up on it, it was never in no type of fucked up, malicious way. I just said, hey, nigga, at least get a nigga the last little piece of his salary. He got a family to feed, dog. You don't really be thinking about niggas' families, homie, or what they got going on. You just use us. You really do, dog. You really just use us. You don't think about we got sons, daughters, uncles, aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters. You don't give a fuck, nigga, because don't nobody move past what you got going on.
That's a whole fact. All bro care about is his bottom line. I be saying that all the time too. He don't care about y'all, bro. He care about what he could get from y'all. Straight up. Sound like Sharp crying, but I understand. Because it's shady. Shady business. Brictavius is in the feds right now, and they still making content on that man. Come on, y'all. Bunk.
One time mentioned this man's daughter. You don't know what the fuck he had going on, homie. Boy, you crazy as hell.
The first and only source that I've
You just think Bricc Baby told me. Nah, nigga. I talked to his baby mama, homie.
Do I have concerns about Bricc Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously. That would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the realistic.
Y'all been making content about him for the last 2 weeks. Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck? And Moses is making money off of what he been doing, and I'm hearing that, you know, from reliable sources, his people, you know, that reached out about it, and, you know, they're not getting no feedback on it, no response. I mean,
people as in his baby mama. Yeah.
Like I said, that's what happens at jobs. Like, you don't get his money. And they're missing out on some bands because he ain't there. Come on, brother. That ain't cool. You're supposed to make sure that he got it. His baby mama, nobody ain't received nothing. Like, just even the money that he's owed legitimately for what, you know, the work that he's done.
That's all we saying.
Why ain't that man received his bread? Like, what's going on?
That's all I was saying. You ain't got to sit there and pay for the nigga lawyer. You ain't got to sit there and do nothing extra. Just give him the rest of his money, bro, and call it quits. That's it. Call it quits. Never could take accountability. Adam22. You could never just say, hey, man, look, I'm going to just pay him the rest of his money. Here it go to his family. Hey, man, y'all do what y'all need to do. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, because that's really where you're at with it. One of your main stars, you'll make an excuse instead of just putting up the bread. And that's cool, but you could have put a better excuse in what you did.
Sharp is basically alleging that No Jumper has not paid Bricc the money that we owe him. Well, he obviously has absolutely no knowledge of this, because I would easily, gladly open up our books and let everybody see the fact that we paid Bricc for exactly the...
But nigga, me and you done made over fucking $500,000 together, and you wouldn't dare open up the books to me. You wouldn't dare open up the books to me, though. Let's be real. Nigga, you're trash for that, bro. You're a funny motherfucker, dog. You really are.
Shout out King Buck 360 in the building. That's my dog. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Jazz, what it do? You feel me? If you're new to the channel, sub up. If you just in here kicking it, smash them likes. My Aki lifted in here. I know who that other nigga was. No, I'm just playing. David Blackston, what it do? Shout out to all my good people. Again, Sharp is cooking. You feel me? Give that man Brictavius what he's owed. I said this shit earlier during the stream. At the end of the day, you know, like I believe that Bricc got all the moments up there. He is the star player. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you just, off of GP, want to take care of the star player? If you ask me, No Jumper is not trying to be like that. Is Bricc Baby is No Jumper. And that probably sound crazy to niggas, but Bricc Baby is No Jumper, bro. It's always some shit that got to do with him or from his sector or whatever he got going on. It's always some of that shit. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Pay that man. Just give him his money.
You know me and you made the most out of everybody. You wouldn't dare open up the books for me. I asked for the books from Josh, nigga. They said absolutely not. Let me see the back office.
Let me see the back office.
You're such a fucking liar, dog. Like, y'all lie so much. You'll never open up the back office. And now all of a sudden you'll open it up, but you couldn't open it up for me though, right? Fucking funny, homie.
The time that he was on the podcast. So this is ridiculous. This is just totally fake. Sharp, again, basically a bum at this point. He's on the verge of homelessness. He's going to go back to Vegas and continue his sex trafficking career at the truck stops in Vegas. And
like, bruh, you keep doing the jaunting. You like Vegas. You tying it all in. It's like it's like you trying to put a case on, son. I'm just be real with you. It's like Kiwi Head trying to put a case on, son. Lightweight. He's just going back. He giving a location at the truck stop. Whoa. Yo, man. What's up with all that? It's crazy. Shout out Gangland Champ in the building. You feel me? Good support. Good supporter. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry about all that other hoopla that been going on. I just want to say that to Gangland Champ. And Keita, if she in here and all that, you know what I'm saying? I don't support no kind of nothing foul. I just want people to know that on the record, you know what I'm saying? I don't condone no crazy shit what niggas doing. I want niggas to carry shit the way that I do, and I carry it with respect. I don't disrespect nobody, you feel me? And that's who and what I'm about, you feel me? So I just want to say that for the record, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Gangland Champ, because you always been solid with me, nigga. We ain't never had no nothing, and you know what I'm saying? And Keita ain't never been nothing but love, so just want to, for the record, from me to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I mean? Ain't no thing, bro. And I appreciate you as a man after the first incident, still being a supporter, bro. Still coming over here like I don't care nothing about that. I'm here to kick it with Niem. I appreciate that, bro. For real, know that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the good content. Shout out the best chat on YouTube and the best environment on YouTube. Wallahi.
he's just trying to get one little tiny moment of clout by calling me out. His YouTube channel is in the fucking dirt. And so he's out here spreading misinformation about me. Sharp, use a hoe. Use a hoe commenting on real business because you've never ran a business. You're doing live streams for 200 people for 6 hours every night. I know this video is not about Sharp, but it's just so hard for me to hold my tongue when it comes to describing what a hoe-ass bitch Sharp is. Okay, let's just go back to the Bricc thing. I guess I just wanted to make this video to clarify that I'm not on any weird shit. I'm not on any disloyal shit. My perspective is just, no, I'm not going to keep you on the payroll.
Damn. How's it fuck me? That's crazy. Gang, how's it fuck me? Why? Because I called it for what it was? It's fuck me. Damn, I ain't even going that deep in on you. I just called it for what it was. I talked to the man's baby mama. She's like, man, Sharp, I ain't got to, when I did reach out about some money or about, looking out for him, they go.
Look, shout out Gvnglvnd Niem. She said that plaque is kind of pedo. I'm just saying, bro. One time for Sharp, bro. That shit is icy. I can't wait till I get me one. I'm being here like this. Showing that motherfucker off. What you talking about, nigga? Don't touch my plaque. I'm be proud of that. You feel me? Hard work. Unless you got bots. Unless you got bots. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, man. All my good people. All my good people. The caution signs are for me, LaShawn.
His facts.
I'm a black belt in gaslighting.
And I overheard him say something in the shit saying, well, Sharp, you ain't did nothing. Hey, man, listen, homie. I made sure I looked out. I sent.
Shout out my cousin in the chat. She said, you think Sharp watched your video? I do. I know all these fools watch my content. You know what I mean? Because it's humor and shit. You feel me? So, yeah, I do. I do believe he did. Sunshine, what it do? Young Mafia, Sharp cooking. Facts. That is a whole fact. He cooking right now. You hear me? But shout out to the good people in the chat, man. You feel me? Glad y'all in here. Tyler Towns, what it do? Mistress in the building. You feel me? W Stream. I like them W Stream. Shout out my nigga Lifted. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the good people in here, man. Let's keep them vibes positive. You feel me? It's all good. Niggas can have disagreements and all that. Niggas don't got to see eye to eye. None of that shit. But you feel me? Let's just keep shit positive. Niggas don't got to be flagrant or disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, let's just keep it P. Let's keep it P, church.
Bread, my nigga. Straight up. However it went, however it go, I still sent some bread. I ain't sent no life-changing money, but I at least sent more than what you did. Straight up.
You ain't sending nothing?
You over here talking about some IOUs. You like to use a nigga. That's like me, chat, right? And let's say you owe me some.
Real quick, too. Real quick. Brictavius owes Kiwi Head 8. The niggas was like him. The last video when I did, this niggas like, this nigga Gvnglvnd Niem is hella pocket watching. Like, yeah, I am. Whatever. So, Bricc owes Kiwi Head $8,000. I want to ask y'all out there, do y'all think that Brictavius, even despite what Brictavius may be getting paid, right, his salary, his paycheck, whatever, despite that, do you guys not think that Brictavius has made that $8,000 back 3-4 times over? I'll ask y'all that because I think so. I think Brictavius made that $8,000 4, 5, 6, 7 times. My nigga, literally. But this was Sharp talking about. He petty. You want to hold on to some debt that you ain't even speaking to him about. The nigga owed you $5,000. You let 2 years go by. The whole while you're thinking about it. It's in your head, but you're like, whatever. I'm not gonna, as a man, speak on the $5,000 that I loaned another man. He comes to you again after 2 years, asks you for $2,000. You give him the 2. Knowing that you got feelings about the 5 from 2 years ago. Like, what kind of weirdo ass shit is this for real? Niggas supposed to be men. What kind of shit is that? But you want to hold on to that like if this nigga ain't made you your bread back and some. Like, what the fuck do you even say to that? Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I don't know the nigga. I don't hate the nigga, but he seems like a poor person. Like a piss poor person. I'm not talking about like money, you feel me? But he just like, you know. I don't know. But let's continue.
And when you go to jail and, we supposed to be tied in, you go to jail and I say, hey, well, this is why I'm not going to put no money on your shit because you really owe me in the end. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to fucking hear that. He's a fucking bullshitter. He's drag. Boy,
while you're locked up. That's just not, that's an abuse of the relationship that you think that we have. It's like, there's probably a lot of people in your life that could help you out with money. And I have nothing against giving the guy some money for commissary, helping his girl out with whatever. But it's just at a certain point, you've already worked up a significant debt with me. It takes a lot of nerve to make YouTube videos.
Look, shout out Young Mafia, and this is why niggas was saying in the last video I'm a pocket watcher, because I said the same thing. That 8K should be peanuts to an elephant. That's exactly what I said. Niggas like, oh, you a pocket watcher? No, it's just we like, this is what he be on. This nigga come through with all the nasty ass Gucci gear. He think because it got Gucci signs all over it, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, dog. You tripping off of $8 grand? It's not me pocket watching. It's just saying $8 grand. Come on, man. You the biggest tricycle riding corn star there ever was. Ever.
Basically throwing shade at me when realistically I'm probably the person who showed you the most love in recent memory. Now, that being said, Bricc, he's locked up. He's detoxing off perks, I'm assuming. So he's probably not in the best mental state. I'm not turning my back on him by any means. I'm just calling out some behavior that I personally don't really agree with.
why is your video labeled turning my back on Bricc Baby? This nigga's video is labeled turning my back on Bricc Baby, but says he's not turning his back on him. Chat, y'all gotta make it fucking make sense. This video is called Turning My Back on Bricc Baby. Boy. Like, I don't get, like, and y'all love this shit.
Somebody in the chat said, Adam ain't as half as rich as people think. With shit like this going on, I would tend to think that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You that wouldn't be hard to believe. Straight up. Because it's like, bro, we're talking about 8,000. Meanwhile, this nigga has created mad moments up here. He has been the catalyst for mad moments and storylines. And come on, dog. 8 grand. Niggas is cold, B.
This nigga is so fucking fake. You couldn't even manage that $4 million building, dog. You couldn't even keep it by yourself. Real shit. If you believed in it so much, you would have kept the building. You don't got nobody there no more. You ain't about to start coming out your pocket. You're a greedy bastard. You're a greedy ass bitch. You suck like fuck, nigga. You can't even talk about me. Same day you talked about me, nigga, they delivering me plaques. Ooh. You're trash.
Talk that plaque talk. Sharpie. Big Mother, where is your plaque? I'm not talking about that shit up the side of your teeth. I said, where's the YouTube plaque? Somebody told me niggas was botting. I know what the fuck that was. I didn't
You know what's so crazy, Adam? It's because you need me more than I need you. Look at you, homie.
Said niggas suck like fuck.
I was there for you when London Bridge was falling down. Now look how you move. You act like you didn't need me. Now look how you moving, dog.
What it do, Mel?
Look how you moving.
Sharpie don't look like he hurting after No Jumper, y'all. I'ma just tell y'all that. He got the fresh plaque.
and don't care for. So we actually do have plans. We've got some free Bricc Baby shirts that we're going to be dropping in the very near future. The proceeds from that are going to him and his family. And in addition to that, we do have a live stream coming up in the very near future.
Oh, so this is all a ploy.
And in that live stream, we are going to be taking all of the donations. Friday is looking like it might be the day. Friday we might be doing this. All the donations.
That's what I thought too, Sharpie. I thought it was all a ploy. Like, this looks like another reason to get people watching No Jumper. Oh, we're going to do a stream and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. You know what I mean? Shout out Bird's Eye View with the sub. Appreciate that, gang. Shout out Duca Dude with the sub. Appreciate that as well. Shout out to everybody subbed up to the channel. If you're new to the channel, sub up. If you've been in here kicking it, smash them likes. Shout out to everybody who sent snaps on the 40. I greatly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King for real for the sub. I appreciate that. Shout out Sucker Free for the sub. Appreciate that. I see you looking. Shout out to you for the sub. Appreciate that. I don't even be reading those out when they're coming through. My bad, y'all. But shout out to the best chat on YouTube one more again. Let's go. Let's see what else Sharpie got to say. Shout out to the chat though, man. I hope y'all enjoying this one. You feel me? I hope everybody day going good. Fam West, what that do? What that do, gang? Before the hell yeah. But let's see what else Sharp talking about. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Are going to be going to Bricc Baby to help him out. That being
Oh,
said,
ploy,
I don't
homie.
really appreciate some of this weird backstabby type stuff. You know, honestly, it's just it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I feel like you should have more respect for the relationship that we've had over the years and the fact that I've kept you on your feet over the years. But I'm not turning my back on you by any means. We are going to be helping Bricc Baby out. So show up to that live stream Friday. Hopefully we can make it happen Friday. But yeah, Adam22, free Bricc. Smack a like. We out.
Free Bricc. Smack
You know,
a like.
Bricc, if you still rock with this nigga after this, bro, you's a sucker. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That's the type of ploys y'all making, dog. Y'all worse than WWE. Them niggas at least make their shit look real. This shit ain't even real, dog.
They get paid over there.
Bricc, I know you a part of this. You gotta be. Now it makes me feel like I shouldn't be sending your baby mama no type of bread, no nothing, dog. This is what you stand on? Come on, Bricc. He still covers his own ass.
This nigga just turn on Bricc right now. I'm about to run this back. That nigga said, just that quick out his mouth, that nigga said, I shouldn't even send your baby mama no bread. Damn. Damn, man. That's crazy. Y'all niggas is wild. This is internet shit. That's why I don't got no friends on here. Because this shit be weird. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of statement is that, bro? After you doing this whole shit really in defense of Bricc. And then you say something like that? That's wild work. Pidgeotto Perm. Come on, gang. You supposed to be a little better than that.
We'll make it happen Friday. But yeah, Adam22, free Bricc. Smack a like. We out.
You know, Bricc, if you still rock with this nigga after this, bro, you's a sucker. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That's the type of ploys y'all making, dog. Y'all worse than WWE. Them niggas at least make their shit look real. His shit ain't even real, dog.
Sharp shaded, too.
Bricc, I know you a part of this. You gotta be. Now it makes me feel like I shouldn't be sending your baby mama no type of bread, no nothing, dog. This is what you stand on? Come on, Bricc.
Nigga said, Bricc, you gotta be a part of this. It all happened right there. We watched that happen in his head. He said, wait, what? Oh, hell no. I know Bricc a part of this. Bricc could indeed be a part of this, y'all. Bricc could be a part of this. So don't be fooled. I'll be honest with you, I never thought that till right now. I never thought that till right now, but I'll be thinking too much on this shit like that, you know? I ain't think about that until right now, literally, with him saying that. Like, damn, that's crazy. You never know, y'all. You never know. Just throwing that out there.
He still covers his own ass. He keeping you away from one of these and many more. He keeping you away from that, dog. Fuck me. You ain't gotta come sit down with me. You ain't gotta come do nothing with me, nigga, but he's keeping you away from something like that. Using your jail shit, nigga, as some sad shit.
Facts. Patronizing your jail stories and all that, making fun of, light of your jail stories and your lifestyle and all that. That's exactly what he does, bro. You could be on your own channel. That's why I always told all these people, go to your own channel and make these moments. Make moments of your own. Sharp done made so many moments on his own since streaming Dolo. Niggas be like in the apartment, the living room, the studio, whatever it is. You know, I'll be on here clowning. But no matter what it is, he in there doing his own shit. You feel me? My nigga put the plaque up. He keeping you from one of these. Come on, man.
Well, I could speak on it because I did all my shit by my motherfucking self, nigga. I knew what it was. Nigga called me broke, all the extra shit, man. Like, come on, Adam. I made the most money with you that you made with anybody. That you even had to give up. Tell the truth, dog. All you do is try to call me a dirty, rotten liar. Nigga, tell the truth. Who made the most money up there, Adam? Start telling your people the truth. Stop lying to them. It's a buster, gang. Stop lying to him, dog. You're lying.
Wow, I think that's a good place to end this. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I really don't need to hear shit else. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, man. I appreciate all y'all being in here with me, rocking with your boy. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out Gvnglvnd Nat, High Power Mod. Show her love. Gangland Duda, the Prince of Peace. Top Ock. Gangland Lifted. Shout out my brother Mickey Monday. Wavelink Gaming. Y'all go sub up right now. Gangland Gam. Wavelink Gaming. Shout out Drea the Virgo. High Power Drea the Virgo. And this was cool, man. For real. This was solid, man. This was solid. Y'all go run my videos up. You feel me? And shit like that. Shout out to everybody who sent snaps on the 40. Nice. Shout out to everybody who sent snaps on the 40, man. I appreciate that. Jazz, what it do? It's my girl. Thank you, Niem. What you thanking me for? Thank you, Sunshine, for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? King Buck, Dre, Billy Mack, you feel me? My girl Jazz, Papa Rule, my nigga. You know what I mean? Mistress. I eats. What you eats, gang? Pause. Mistress Adina. Gangland Champ. Again, shout out to my mods for always trying to keep pardon me. Shout out my mods too for always trying to keep the peace in here. You know what I'm saying? Again, I wanna just apologize to Champ and Keita for the shit that was going on. Niggas don't gotta get into detail on any of that, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? you know, my apologies, because I pride myself on keeping an environment where, you know what I mean, where shit is solid. You know, like I just be cooling. You know, I be in Discord with y'all niggas playing video games. I got my family in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wave, Mickey, like this is my blood. You know what I'm saying? I got relatives in there doing it up with y'all and shit, and we just be kicking it, and it's just cool. You feel me? It's just a cool place, man. It's not too heavy. It's not too much. You know what I mean? And I just want to keep it that way. And again, you feel me? I feel like I gotta hold accountability for shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever was going on, I just wasn't seeing this shit like that. You know what I mean? And I be telling y'all all the time, when I turn these computers off, you feel me? I turn the computers off. You know what I mean? And I don't be connected to the different chats and the dramas that's going on and what the fuck, even if it happens to be mine. You know what I mean? I just don't be on that shit. And you know what I mean? When it's shit like that going on, it's like, man, you know what I mean? That's my responsibility to be aware of that shit and, you know, and address it accordingly. You feel me? So, you know, again, I just want to, you know what I mean? My bad to y'all. Cause, you know what I mean? Niggas don't deserve that. Niggas pull up to do it up and just kick it. Niggas ain't never did nothing foul to me. You know what I mean? Or nobody that I know. Y'all niggas never did nothing foul. Niggas don't deserve that kind of shit. You feel me? My bad. But not to be like but I just, you know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. You feel me? Facts, yeah, King Buck, you know, everybody know, man. Y'all niggas know what's up, man. Y'all be in there. This for the birds on the bar feds. Oh, me, LaShawn. Y'all be in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, King Buck, you know, niggas just be in there kicking it, cooling. You feel me? Ain't nothing, man. You feel me? Shout out to W Streams. Caution signs in the chat for me one time for the one time, though. But peace and blessings to everybody on this Wednesday. Shout out to everybody who sent snaps on the 40. Shout out to everybody who didn't. You feel me? I just appreciate y'all pulling up, kicking it. Dro, what it do? I haven't see you in here. I appreciate y'all, bro. I appreciate everybody's support, and you know, even given the you know, the different discrepancies and shit like that, niggas still pulling up, because I mean, it's not me doing nothing to y'all, but still being like, hey, I fuck with Niem. I'm not gonna let this sour, you know what I'm saying, my relationship with you feel me, the community or the content or the creator. You feel me? And that's dope. That's why y'all niggas is the best to me, though. You heard? That's why y'all niggas is the best. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna end this how we do. How we does. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate y'all, though. Everybody in here and shit. And I know I got the typo on the thumbnail. I'll change that after. Or maybe I won't. Fuck it. Maybe I won't, nigga. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to y'all. Shout out Lauren, yeah, feel me? Shout out all the women who be in the chat, man. Love to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love and respect to the ladies. I'll never disrespect y'all. You know how I feel about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So love and respect to the ladies. Again, I don't condone no kind of disrespect to anyone. But you know what I mean? Not like that, but definitely not any women and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But we gonna end this how we do, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Gang, I appreciate y'all. Like, for real. That's why I had to say my little piece right there. I was gonna hit Champ privately and shit, and it's just like, you know, I would just do it here, bro. It's all good. I'm not tripping, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is. You feel me? And you know, I gotta hold that. But y'all niggas know, where my heart is. So it is what it is, man. Somebody said, Only Adam22 we disrespect. I try not to disrespect him. Shit, I'm just not a disrespectful person. You know what I mean? Like that. You feel me? But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Shout out to y'all.
Spreading birds on that barbed wire fence. This is for my niggas who ain't seen freedom since. Born as a slave, freedom always been a dream.
Caution signs in the chat.
Spreading birds on that barbed wire.
Expeditiously.
Born as a slave, freedom always been a dream. Made it out that cell, now I'm home. Thinking about them years I've been gone. I've been on probation for too long. My whole life now, give me my life now. Sometimes I feel so irrelevant. She make me wanna cry in the middle of.
Hey, real quick too, before we get up out of here, you feel me? Before we get up out of here, got 300 of y'all in here. I just want to let y'all know, you feel me? Anybody who needs that work, anybody, let's get the chat off the screen real quick. Anybody who needs that work, contact @Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is opening back up, you feel me? For new business. And if you trying to get your YouTube cracking, you got a YouTube page that you already have and you need some help with it or whatever that may be, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you contact @Drea the Virgo. You understands me? Serious inquiries only. You feel me? Nothing but good business. You feel me? You can ask her whatever because it's all real. You know what I'm saying? She got charts and this and that to show you exactly what's going on. So it ain't no, you know what I mean? Niggas want to be talking about this and that and all this. Nah, man. The proof is in the pudding. You understand me? The proof is in the pudding, my friend. But anybody who's serious about their YouTube and all that, make sure you tap in because she definitely taking new clients right now. And you either get with the business or don't. Straight like that. But let's get back to it.